First and foremost, stay hydrated. It's weirdly hot outside. I'm wearing a sweater because it's cold. It's an awkward situation. Like 2 days ago is like 108 or something along those lines. Don't worry about that. The fact of the matter is, even if it's cold, drink some water. All right, hydrate yourself. Please hydrate yourself. But that is not what we're here to talk. That is not what we're here to talk about. Okay. So the big three. If you have watched anime, if you are on anime Twitter, basically if you have anything to really do with anime, you know of the big three. Now the big three were One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. Now I have my qualms about those, but I do want to just ask, what is the new big three? I saw My Hero Academia and Black Clover take 2 of those spots. I've seen Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, One Piece continuing in the big three, and even things like, you know, Fire Force, Dr. Stone, Promised Neverland. I don't know that show. I've never seen it. I heard it was good. Might check it out. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Again, now the old big three, okay? Pure nostalgia. The first time around, I was young when I saw most of these shows. Not One Piece. I looked that way because I was looking at myself, but not One Piece. I did not watch One Piece as a child. However, Bleach and Naruto, I did. Now, Naruto, it'll be a lie for me to say that I can't find anything wrong with it, but it is and has been one of my favorite shows for so long. There was too much filler, okay? There was so much filler. A lot of the main cast in Shippuden just kind of, they were irrelevant. If you didn't have flashy colors, if you weren't, you know, someone who had something to do with their eyes or a tailed beast, even if you were a tailed beast user, you were still irrelevant. There was nobody that was important aside from the Hokages, Madara, Naruto, Obito, Kakashi. Even Sakura was a little important, although I still really do not like Sakura as a character. I don't think she belonged on Team 7, okay? I would have rathered someone like Tenten. Tenten is bae, by the way, just whatever. Anyways, there's a lot wrong with Naruto, okay? You could say that it was, in my opinion, the best of the big three. Now, we're gonna get into that, because I know you One Piece fans are heated. You're pressed. Relax. Bleach. Bleach had a lot of anime tropes that you see now, like, during this day. I did not like the fact that Ichigo was forever getting stronger. I know that's an anime, you know, thing to have happen to your main character, but even in the manga, dude was literally everything. Homie was a creation of all of these different sequences: Hollow, Quincy, Soul Reaper, Human. He was the perfect being, okay? He was the strongest. There was nobody that could touch him. There's manga Ichigo could dead ass go at it with Goku, and it might be something close. Now Goku is, you know, a planet, even universe busting type person, but people want to put manga Ichigo on that pedestal, and I kind of agree. He was OD for absolutely no reason. He was a Quincy. How does that make sense? My dude. Regardless, that is my biggest problem with probably Bleach, okay? I really like the characters. The characters were saucy. We're getting the final season, so I mean, that's definitely something to look forward to. But Bleach and Naruto, they have their moments. They're good. I personally like them. Now, One Piece. Okay, first and foremost, you are going to get pressed. One Piece character designs are ugly. Zoro, Luffy, and a couple of others, you know, Sanji's alright, a couple of others have some of the greatest models that I have seen in an anime, and I can't say anything about that. But Usopp, my G, their women are literally built, they don't work, okay? You could snap their waist in half going like this. It doesn't make sense. I'm all about big titty anime girls, right? But that is way too, that is excessive, alright? Luffy has to be the dumbest character I have ever seen. Okay, I cannot even count how many times he would have died had it not been needing help from someone else, or had he not been needing, had he The point is, Luffy's dumb. Okay. Where I kind of dropped it, I watched a lot of One Piece, alright? And the beginning was so slow. I get it. You want to build this world. You need to have this slow start so you can see just the expanse of this story, this world. But oh my god, not even 300 episodes in, and like, okay, there was the Sky Pierre arc, whatever, the one where they flew into the clouds. That one was filler, if I'm not mistaken, which I completely skipped because I wanted to get to the point where it was gonna get good. I don't know what episode that is. Some of you might be able to tell me, but the fact that you need to wait all those episodes for it to get good, that sucks. You have your moments, like when Zoro fought Mihawk and declared that he was gonna be the greatest swordsman ever, and you know, he told Luffy he wouldn't lose again. That was cool. That shook me. I was like, you know what? This show is actually good. And then you watch more episodes, and they take so long. If you thought Goku versus Frieza was long, that fight was supposed to be, what, like a minute and a half at most? And they expanded that over weeks of the show. One Piece does the same, but going from one city to the next, it is so boring. Not to mention that One Piece, you don't start anything new until like 7 minutes in the show. That always annoyed me. You're literally watching 15 minutes, which is why it expands for so long. You have this full 18-page summary of what happened the episode before you can watch this episode. You cannot, for the life of you, just go on. The story does not just move on. You'll see scenes, you'll see the recap, you'll see the intro, then it'll be halfway through the damn show, through the episode, and it's like, why is that a thing? All right. But don't get me wrong, One Piece has its moments, okay? Where I left off, Sanji had went to Whole Cake Island. Luffy ate a poisonous fish, and had not Sanji's relatives been there, he would have died. There's no other way around that. You're not going to tell me that he wouldn't have died. They had that poison female, I don't know their names. You can go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. But he would have died. Your main character would have died because his dumbass ate a fish that everyone told him not to eat yet. They could have prepared it in a better way. Somebody had knowledge. I don't know if it was Sanji. No, Sanji wasn't there. I don't know if it was Chopper. I don't know if it was Brook. Somebody was saying something about, let's hold off on eating that fish. Dude eats the fish and almost dies. You cannot tell me that's your anime character. That's who you stand. Could not be me. Could not be me. And that's just one of the things that make Luffy so just dumb. He's dumb. He's dumb. There's no way around that. I'm getting pressed by how much I'm remembering Luffy just not be smart. I personally don't mind a dumb anime character. Naruto and to an extent Ichigo, they were both a little dumb. You also have characters like, let's say, Asta, who we'll talk about soon, who is another dumb character. They have just this charm about them that's the reason why you like them. But Luffy's IQ does not... I can count his IQ on my hands. Like, he can fight. Cool. Homie got hands. The gum fruit. Whatever. He's cool as a character. His most recent design looks amazing. But Luffy is dumb. And I don't want anything to do with that. I hate it with a passion how dumb that character is. How long you have to take to move on. The good fights are few and far in between. One Piece is not it, and I do not understand why so many people stan One Piece as hard as they do. Like, this has turned into a good 7 minutes of me talking bad about One Piece, but it deserves it entirely. I refuse to believe that this is the show that people are claiming to be the greatest anime of all time. I'd rather watch 7 Deadly Sins Season 4 with their ugly animation than watch One Piece. I said what I said and I don't want to hear it. Okay? Now the new big 3. Personally, hold on. I got this at Anime Expo, but My Hero Academia, okay? One of my favorite shows. But there are things wrong with it as well. I will say that where shows like Bleach and Naruto Naruto, I'm looking at his face and it didn't come to me. Where Bleach and Naruto fail, My Hero Academia kind of succeeds in the way that their characters, all of their characters, get some form of light, shine. Everybody has their moments. Now, I'm not saying that in Naruto or Bleach, side characters don't have their moments, but those moments come few and far in between. With My Hero Academia, you have literal backstory on everybody, as you do in most anime, but you see their character development. They get better, they get stronger. That was happening in Naruto, and then in Shippuden it stopped. In Bleach, once they got to a certain level, once they got to Bankai, that was it for most of the other cast. Like, they could activate Bankai, cool, but they were kind of just meaningless if you weren't Ichigo. Everybody, literally, Ichigo was the only person who could fight Aizen and had any shot of winning, only because everyone else was. I mean, if you haven't seen Bleach, go ahead and watch it. You'll see why. It just has something to do with his Shikai. But in My Hero Academia, not only do Bakugo, Midoriya, Todoroki get their shine, you also see characters like, what's her name? Yao Mo, whatever. The smart female. You see everybody. Okay, I'm thinking about too much to really lock in on these names, but everybody will get their shine. Kirishima, one of my favorite characters of all time. He definitely pulls his weight, but he's also one of those characters who's literally a side character, yet he still does main character things. The fight with him and Fat Gum versus, I don't remember, the people from Overhaul's group, that was amazing. That episode I go back to because it's dope, and it's not they put so much effort, and that's not even a main character. That's the main difference here. With Naruto and Bleach, their characters, the side characters' fights will always be so small, so just to the side. You just throw those over to the wayside. You don't make them the entire episode. Now, I'll give it to you. One Piece has done that. When it came to Zoro, when they were trying to get the dude who laughs weird, Caesar? No, maybe? I'm not sure. But when he fought that harpy-looking female, that was cool. I mean, it wasn't really a fight, but that episode was cool. When he fought Pika, that was cool. Just little characters like that on the side, One Piece actually does justice, and I'm okay with that. But we're not talking about One Piece anymore. I keep going back to it. Black Clover. Wait, is there anything else wrong with My Hero? I mean, okay, Midoriya cries a lot, but I kind of understand it. You go from a powerless human, like a literal, just a regular ass human, to the next, the next pillar that what do they call All Might? This is supposed to be one of my favorite shows too. Whatever. You go from being a regular person to being the next All Might. I'll cry. I'll be like, damn, I can really protect some people. That is the dream that he has had, and he can finally, achieve it. You're telling me that's not a good, that's not a reason to cry? If that's not a reason to cry, I don't want to see you crying for nothing. Your mom got hit by the car? Damn. Your mom got hit by a car? Don't cry. No, there is no other reason that you should cry if that's not a good enough reason for you to cry. You can accomplish what you wanted to do since you were small. That's a big deal. Now, granted, after, you learn to be that dude, you're not going to cry as much, but we are seeing Midoriya cry less and less as, time goes by. Now, Black Clover. All right, there might be some other stuff. If there's anything that you feel I'm missing, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. But Black Clover has the same problem with, I think, Bleach. No, not Bleach. One Piece. In which their main character is just dumb. I like it. Asta works out a lot. I work out. That's cool. That kind of intrigued me to Asta as a character. But what I don't like is how much it was meant for Asta to be a main character. Like, a lot of anime tropes are one of the biggest anime tropes are this person was destined to do great things. And that's what it feels like with Black Clover. In a show like, let's say, Hunter x Hunter, dude just trying to find his dad. Like, in a show like Baki. If you haven't seen Baki, really check that out. That show was great, at least in my opinion. But Baki himself has said, it's not that I want to be the strongest, nor do I want to be the strongest in the world. I just want to be stronger than my dad. And my dad happens to be the strongest in the world, so I have to go to that level. If his dad was the weakest, he'd be okay being the second weakest. Now that is the kind of energy I like from my anime protagonist, because it's just, you're doing this because you want to, not because the universe and the stars aligned and you were born and you were destined to do this from the start. You just want to do it, and you are achieving these goals. That is fire to me when it comes to anime. That does not happen in Black Clover. But I'll give it to Black Clover. Some of their designs are pretty cool. I like Asta. I like Yuno. I really like a certain panel in the manga. I'm going to go ahead and put that on screen. The show, or the manga, I'm putting the manga and the show together, okay? Except for One Piece, I didn't read the manga. The show itself has bad animation. I'm just gonna put that one out there. There's a lot of dark colors on dark colors, and you don't really get the sense of what's going on. They do fix that a lot when it comes to the manga, obviously. But even then, it feels like it's missing something. Like, it's literally just off-brand Naruto. That's what I feel. Off-brand Naruto with magic. That's 100% the vibes I'm getting. Naruto doesn't have chakra. Asta doesn't have any magical power. Naruto wants to be a Hokage. Asta wants to be the Magic Emperor, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it is. Naruto has Sasuke. Asta has Yuno. Naruto gets... I mean, Team 7 was kind of forced. That's just whatever. Naruto doesn't really get past... What is it? Jonin? Does he even attain Jonin? It goes Chunin. I don't even know if Naruto even attains Jonin. I was very confused at that part. But Naruto struggles being at the bottom of the ladder. So does Asta with the Black Bulls. They both eventually rise to greatness. You know, they get some clout. Team 7 got their clout. There's too many similarities for me to separate one from the other. Alright? Naruto will always be its own show. However, as cool as Black Clover's powers may be, as cool as Asta, the demon, the captain, all of their, you know, the show has every one of these shows that I'm talking about has a good point. It does what it does, but it could be better, I guess, is where I'm trying to get with that. I've been ranting for 18 minutes and I just realized that. I'm gonna try to shorten it down, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay, now I'm just gonna go through this list and point out a couple of contenders that I think could be. Oh, let me talk about Fire Force. Now, Fire Force has amazing animation. Fire Force's manga does it better than the anime. I'm just gonna say that straight out. But they're okay. Come on, this you can't really see it because I'm covering it. But you have Arthur over here. You have Maki. You have Shinra. My dude, who I'm gonna spoil this part in the manga. So if you don't want to watch, you know, just this, go ahead and skip about 20 seconds. He almost died to one of those bugs, yet he flexed so hard that his literal body turned to steel, and it did not penetrate. And he held that for like 5-10 minutes. That was incredible. Then you have the priestess girl, who I forget. Dude, okay, all of these characters have sauce in their own manner. Okay, all of these characters, I believe, are really cool, really unique powers. It's a great story. I don't have much bad to say about Fire Force, if I'm being honest. I think it definitely deserves the spot of Big 3, bigger, or better, or more, rather, than Black Clover. Now, I'm going to go ahead and scroll through this, like I said. First off, Meliodas, the 7 Deadly Sins, not Big 3 whatsoever. It's enjoyable. It's a great watch, but it is not Big 3 by a long shot. Alright, Big 3 needs to be the anime, okay? It needs to solidify what anime was in that generation, because you have the old Big 3 of Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Sailor Moon. That solidifies the beginnings of great anime. You have these 3 stories right here, whether you like it or not. Oh, you can't even see them. Right here. We're going to do this. I forget that my face is right here, but you need to see my reactions, okay? I can't just talk over a screen. You need to see how how pressed I am that people will believe that One Piece is the greatest anime out there when it really is not, okay? These three all have great moments in their shows. All of their shows can be solidified as the best of that generation, even if they have their faults. That's what speaks to me the most. They're the best with their faults. So all the competition, it really needs to step up there. All right. So let's see. Fairy Tail does not deserve any clout whatsoever. Fairy Tail is off-brand One Piece in the sense that they do it for their friends. Okay, One Piece has been doing it for his Luffy has been doing it for his Nakama years back, and Fairy Tail just did it the same with magic. Stop that. JoJo's does not deserve. JoJo's is an amazing show. Okay, I can find little wrong with JoJo's, but I don't think it deserves big three status, because another trait that a big three, I'm gonna end this off really quick. Another trait that a big three anime has to have is how many people can watch it, and I don't think JoJo's is for everybody. They're way too sus for a lot of people. We're just not gonna talk about that, okay? Let's see. Anything else that's striking me as big three worthy, or even talking about it? I'd probably say Attack on Titan. Now, it all depends on how they close out. Attack on Titan might, earn a spot in big three worthy, contention if they close out great, like they're doing in the manga. Okay, Haikyuu, just that's a sports anime. I don't think sports anime are big three, worthy. Even though I love Haikyuu, Haikyuu's easily top three. I say what you want, I don't care. Haikyuu is top three. That's where I'm gonna end it off. This was old big three versus new big three. More of a rant on One Piece, or against One Piece rather. But if you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, and or subscribe. If you watched it to the end, I appreciate you greatly. There are going to be some videos on the screen right now that you could go ahead and check out. Let me scroll up, because there I just realized there was some stuff on the screen that did not need to be there. But like I said, if you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, and or subscribe. And I will talk to you on the next one. Deuces.